In this world of so much negative news, we need inspiration. Be Inspired is created for appreciative audiences just like you. So please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any of our upcoming inspiring stories.
I had stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma. Tumors are in the brain area. I went to a high school, a performing arts high school, where I studied vocal. I started to lose my hearing. It went away even more, and that cochlear implant on the right side is now turned on, and I'm back in an a cappella group at school, which is amazing. So.
Be Inspired podcast. Real stories from real people. Sharing stories of love and loss, struggles and perseverance, laughter and tears, and overcoming adversity.
Well, even after a 7-year battle with cancer and 40 surgeries, there is absolutely nothing that can slow down the guest on today's episode of Be Inspired. Hi again, I'm Bert Baron.
And I'm Lisa Anderson.
And we welcome you to Be Inspired. This season of Be Inspired is made possible by IGA NEPHROPATHY Foundation. We have a real warrior with us in the studio today here, Lisa. Someone who is a tireless fighter who will stop at nothing.
Yeah, she's a force to be reckoned with. The mighty McKenzy, I like to call her. Bert, when McKenzy and I spoke a while back, you told me, McKenzy, that I'm not sure if I'll be here. I'm going in for another surgery. And I thought, well, there's no way. Then all of a sudden I see her on Facebook Live giving this beautiful video, this 10-minute gratitude video that you were home and it was a gorgeous day and you got out of the hospital in time.
Beautiful. I was so excited to be home, so happy to be filming, just to share a message with my friends and family on Facebook. I wanted to be outside in my backyard and just talking to everyone kind of about what had happened. And since it had been the anniversary of my diagnosis, the 7 years. So that's what I had filmed for everyone. It is 7 years of my cancerversary today. I am so thankful for all of you and all of your support and love.
It moved me, and I invite everyone to watch it. You can just look up McKenzy Hupke. That I want to say this, and I want to say it right. Some of us appreciated the beautiful day. For you to have had your 40th operation, 40 plus, and appreciate the beautiful day is just something that changed my entire outlook. Because I thought, I'm thinking of stupid stuff I have to do. I have to do the laundry. I have to go to ShopRite. I have to do. And then there's McKenzy smiling in the sunshine, saying, I am so, so grateful for today. I could cry when I think about it. You really are such an amazing young lady. When McKenzy and I first met on Freehold, New Jersey, has a Freehold Idol. It was like the American Idol. And you came up on stage and you just blew us all away with your singing, your talent. McKenzy doesn't know, but I'm going to ask you to sing a little something before we end the show. What does music mean to you, McKenzy? Because to me, I think it's your whole passion. Oh, yeah. Music has been everything. I mean, started when I was really, really little. Obviously, it's been forever, Broadway and theater music and all kinds of music have just been everything. But, after getting sick, I use music to share, and I use music, through everything. I
play it. There was a time when I was actually in the hospital and I was having treatment one day, and the day that I had treatment, I actually walked to like a room where they had someone who played piano. So they played piano and a little bit and just played the chords for me so that I could just like sing some music one day, like while I was having treatment. I went to a performing arts high school where I studied vocal to listen to music. Like I just use it daily.
You know, we don't realize, you and I in radio all these years, Bert, how music really can heal. It can, put you in a good mood, put you in a melancholy mood. And for people who grew up singing like McKenzy, the fact that you, unfortunately for a time, lost your hearing was just so hard, incredibly difficult for you to, be unable to hear it, but then you can hear it now.
Yeah, well, I started to lose my hearing when I was first diagnosed. A little bit before I was first diagnosed, I started to lose my hearing, and I thought that I was kind of like, oh, I'm hard of hearing now, and I thought that was enough. And then in the past few years, it went away even more and more and more and more. And last year, all through 2021, I basically had no hearing. I did get a cochlear implant, and even with the cochlear implant in my left side, that hearing was basically completely gone for a very long time. I used my phone with captions. I had to be kind of like holding it in front of me while I was talking to people to be sure that I was hearing communication. And for most of 2021, I didn't sing. I couldn't listen to music. Even trying to hear music, it was like almost impossible. So I didn't, riding in the car, driving myself around, I wouldn't even turn the music on because it felt kind of pointless. And then I got a new cochlear implant on my right side. And so that cochlear implant on the right side is now turned on and it feels back again, which has been amazing. I've obviously been singing again and listening to music again, and that's been amazing. I'm back in an a cappella group at school, which is amazing. So
amazing. I mean, she posts videos now of her singing a cappella, and it just, I mean, you and I met, it's 12 years ago. So you're 23 now?
I'm 23, yeah.
Okay. So you were just, back then, it was a voice that I didn't expect to come out of McKenzy. So can we ask what kind of cancer it is that you were diagnosed with, McKenzy?
I had stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma of the head and neck. It metastasized to my lungs. Tumors are in the brain area. It's kind of very rare and hard to explain. It's even the doctors are very uncertain about certain things with the
yeah, but
cancer.
She's defying the doctors. You're really like a miracle to them. I mean, reading your story, your mom, Beth, posts updates for all of us. And it's incredible how you just continue to persevere through every single, when doctors think it's doom and gloom, you pull through. What inner strength do you have, McKenzy, that allows you to do that?
I mean, it's a lot of taking things day by day and just kind of, it's hard to do anything else but just like take things as they are and just continue to do what I want to be doing. And what I want to be doing is my education at school and music and performing. And so, through high school, I continued to do theater. I had a day where I told my oncologist that I can't have a scan this day because I have a show that I'm in that day. So I need to go to my show.
The show
and
must
through
go
my
on.
classes, I want to continue to do my homework and I want to continue to do those kinds of things. So I continue to do the treatments and the things that I need to do and the surgeries. But I also continue to learn and work if I have a job or if I can have a job and things like that. So it's the taking things day by day that I do.
I think it's so important, Bert, for our viewers to know that even if you think you're going through something, there are so many out there that have that strength within them that you can keep going. I mean, a lot of people, if I were given a diagnosis probably of stage 4 head and neck, I probably would have a totally different mindset of that, oh, well, I guess this is it.
McKenzy has a strength and a spirit and a soul that is so alive, that is so much will and so much energy to you. It's really remarkable.
It is. And tell us about the a cappella group. How is that going?
Oh, I have loved my a cappella group so much since I started at college. It's like the first thing I wanted to be a part of is this a cappella group. It's called Vocal Synergy, and I was in it from the very beginning, and I continue. We were in the competition, the ICCAs, and we didn't place, but it was an amazing performance to be a part of.
Yeah.
And so I've continued as much as possible. I even, like, when I couldn't even hear, I still was just active as I could be with them, just to be around.
Yeah, it's so important. That's part of your life. That is like your life.
Oh yeah.
You were in Manhattan doing that, right?
Yeah.
You in Manhattan? Okay. Yeah. So that's cool. What are you taking up in school?
I'm an arts administration major, so I study business and like a mixture of theater and film. I'm also a minor in government and politics. So I'm like technically kind of a senior, and right now taking things slower because of my health. I was, for the first 2.5 years, I was kind of going as quick as possible, but now my classes are a little bit slower. But my arts administration major has us take internships as our senior. Our last semester is a full-time internship. And I have interned before as a marketing intern, and I have done other internships as well. Currently, I'm a social media intern with a cancer organization that's a scholarship organization. And so I really enjoy doing the interning. And my arts administration major is my favorite thing that I've done because it's a mixture of learning the business aspects and the marketing and things like that, while also being able to take theater classes. And I took dance classes for a little while, and also taking film classes, writing a screenplay right now. Currently, my class is a screenplay writing class, which is really interesting.
There's no time for McKenzy to
boundless energy. Yeah.
Absolutely. I wanted you to just give us a little sample of your a cappella singing. I myself, it sounds like cats are fighting when I sing. So believe me, I always wished I could sing too. Would you mind giving us a little sample of your singing? Or am I putting you on the spot?
I'm just not.
Do you
not
need to
used
warm
to
up?
It recently, but that song maybe that I sang in the video that I did, I can do a little bit of that. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Beautiful.
Wow. I put you on the spot. I put you right on the spot, but that was so beautiful. I have goosebumps on my arms. I really do. To be able to sing, at the drop of a hat like that, without any background music, is just, you have such a gift. You have many gifts. You really do, McKenzy.
It's been very different to try to learn how to sing again since not singing for a very long time. So
I can't imagine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are you kidding me? Do you do anything for support groups for young adults with cancer? Because I think you would have so much to offer.
I am currently actually, with my hospital, we have a current psychotherapy group for young adults, and with the Cancer for College scholarship that I'm not only an intern with, we have a group for young adults who are we meet once a month, and we're all very close friends. And
that's so important. That's so awesome. What is that scholarship for?
For anyone in college can apply, who's a cancer patient or survivor. Cancer survivors can apply. It's called Cancer for College.
That's a great program. I mean, you hear about all different kinds of scholarships, but you really don't hear of that often, and you don't realize that cancer patients face a lot of bills and a lot of, obstacles. So to have that scholarship is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 weeks after your last operation, didn't expect to be home. You are home. Not only are you home, but you're here with us.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself going forward? With continuing school, with just moving through each day, like you said?
Oh, I have a bucket list I'm making still. I want to do some traveling to the West Coast because I was supposed to. So Cancer for College, actually. I had raised money for Cancer for College in December for them, and they had a program for some of the scholars who raised money. We were supposed to go to Disneyland on a certain day, which was the 19th, which was also my diagnosis day. And it was supposed to be we were going to have a workshop together and then go to celebrate in Disneyland. Well, the workshop was at Disneyland, and then everyone got to go do rides and things together for that night. And so we had plans to do that. And unfortunately, because I knew the brain surgery was going to come up, I had to cancel and not be part of that anymore. So I couldn't travel there. And I've never been to the West Coast. I've traveled with my a cappella group on the East Coast. We went to New Orleans together with my a cappella group, and I've been all over the East Coast, but the West Coast is somewhere I've never been. So that's something that's on my bucket list, is to go West Coast. And I also love Disney, so I would love to go to Disneyland. That's something on my bucket list. And I do have a lot more things with treatments and things that are to come still with my health. And so there are things that are going to be put on my bucket list still. West Coast is like the first one. So that's something that's hopefully going to come up now while my recovery is going really well from this brain surgery. We want to get that kind of covered going to the West Coast.
Well, we certainly hope that happens for you. I was out west in the 80s, and I still want to go back someday. It was such a great time. Do you meet people with similar diagnosis, and what sort of advice do you give people who are facing a similar journey?
I don't know. It's so hard to
You're a fighter, obviously, so maybe tell people just keep fighting.
Yeah.
Make the most of every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Find a reason to enjoy every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More people need to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. McKenzy, I know you're selling bracelets and different items. Tell us how we can purchase that, because I think they're really nice, and I think people would really enjoy supporting you.
Yeah, I have a medical updates page on Facebook. That's McKenzy's Medical Updates. My mom does updates of that, but she'll also share my Facebook post as well. I do paintings of calligraphy quotes and things that I've been making, that I've been selling, as well as my bracelets that say McKenzy's Smile, Love, Strength, and Hope. Just something I sold when my 7-year diagnosis day came. Something I haven't really done until this time. But yeah, on the medical updates page, the post with my selling of that is there.
All right, McKenzy, and that's spelled McKenzy.
Yeah, very different.
I love
a
it.
lot of people.
Great name. Yeah.
And it's a great way to invite people on your journey.
Yeah.
And go through this with you together.
Yeah, we are just so grateful that you got to come here today. Thank you for singing. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we are honored to have you. We say all the time that our job, we've got the best job.
It was our blessing to have McKenzy here today, definitely. Thank you so much. I'm Bert Baron.
And I'm Lisa Anderson.
And thank you for joining us on Be Inspired.
Hi, I'm McKenzy Hupke. I am on Be Inspired to share my 7-year diagnosis as a cancer patient. And I want to share that those who are warriors can take things day by day and survive. And for those of you who are going through a hard time, you are a warrior.
Next on Be Inspired.
Less than half of 1% of the population has the type of diabetes he has.
When my kidney problem and when the first problem started, I'm like, oh, I hate this. But I'm like, well, I have to live for this, and I just got used to it.
15-year-olds are supposed to be asking questions like, what time is the baseball game start? Not what side effects will this medication have?
It's an emotional roller coaster. When it does decline, it's like a punch in the gut, even though you knew it was coming.
I was like, I can handle it.
And that's exactly what he said. I can handle it.
I need to see the good in people and make them happy.
Be Inspired with your hosts, Bert Baron and Lisa Anderson-Puleo. Directed by Rod Weber. Created and produced by Michael R. Doyle. Co-producers, Bert Baron, Lisa Anderson-Puleo, Rebecca Gruber, and Erwin Sternberg. Executive producers, Rod Weber and Sean M. Sternberg. Editor, Sean Dueñas. Filmed at New Beginnings Foundation, Wall Township, New Jersey. The IgA Nephropathy Foundation was established in 2004 to find better treatments and ultimately a cure for this chronic kidney disease, which can end in dialysis and needing a kidney transplant. For more information, please visit IGAN.org. In this world of so much negative news, we need inspiration. Be Inspired is created for appreciative audiences just like you. So please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any of our upcoming inspiring stories. Be Inspired is filmed in front of a live audience. If you would like to attend a filming of Be Inspired, or if you know someone who has an inspirational story that should be shared with the world, please contact us at info@mrdproductionsllc.com. That's info@mrdproductionsllc.com.